Hey, good morning, folks. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. We are still in the stormy pattern with a frontal boundary draped across Michigan and disturbances riding along that frontal boundary. We can already see the next disturbance on the way, and that will be here, it looks like, late this afternoon and this evening. Everything's been pretty consistent, actually, for the last 12 hours or so in showing the timing of this next batch of thunderstorms. And we could have a batch tomorrow, Thursday, starting to lose track of the days, and then we can have a batch, it looks like, definitely on Friday as the main cold front moves through, dries us out for the weekend. All right, here is a current look at the radar. And hey, good morning, Kazu. Good morning, Sabrina Van Dyke and Debbie Gray. So, this is the next area of thunderstorm activity. Right now, we're shaping up to have a beautiful morning. Look at the satellite picture. Some places have some really nice sunshine, but you can already see the next wave of cloudiness, next batch of showers and thunderstorms heading this way. Storm Prediction Center, again, doesn't say this is a classic severe weather situation like yesterday. Yesterday we had a few funnel clouds almost touching the ground. Hey, good morning, Amy Mogg. And maybe touch the ground in the Reese area where I've seen a few trees on houses. Well, I mean, I guess if the tree is on your house, it's major damage, and if it's, just a picture you see, you'd call it minor to moderate damage. No wind damage, but just the trees on there. So I'll get back to this. So we're in a marginal chance of severe weather today. Tomorrow, as the cold front starts to come out of the plains, the severe weather focuses back to the west. And then on Friday, as the cold front comes through our area late in the afternoon, in the southeast third, we could see the storms flare up in a line along the cold front, and that will be another chance for some severe thunderstorms. So here's our radar forecast. Like I said, hey, what's up, David Martin? Hey, Joe Norat. No sweat. All right, Jason Schwan. Thank you. So here's the radar forecast, and like I said, this has been pretty consistent. 11 o'clock in the morning, noon, so you might get some pop-up thunderstorms ahead of this main area of rain. Adam, you're going to get some rain in the next 3 days. It's just a matter of when. Okay, so we are at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and the scattered thunderstorms in the heat of the day will start to pop up. It will be a warm one. I got a feeling we're going to be, what you're seeing in the forecast, the Weather Service forecast, I got a feeling it's going to be a couple degrees too low because we're already starting with some sunshine and a very humid condition here in Frankenmuth. We are at 5 o'clock and 6 and 7, so a burst of thunderstorms and then a main line developing. 8, 9, 10, 11, midnight, 1 in the morning. So somebody asked about Kalamazoo, Adam I think it was, if you get into the rain in Kalamazoo where you really need it, you're probably looking at the second half of the evening. Temperatures, high temperature forecast today. Feeling like 90 in the southeast. I think these might be a little bit too low. Probably more like 85 in Flint, and probably more like 84 in Grand Rapids, 83 in Saginaw. And then you transition northward and look at the UP. Temperatures in 50s. So I would say the color show is going to really start there pretty quickly. Here is Thursday, a slight cool down. And then Friday, the south winds come back ahead of the cold front. Ray's asking about weather on Saturday. Looks good because this cold front will sweep on through and we should start to dry out. Severe weather risk really is the same everywhere, and it's marginal. but it's there. I alluded to this yesterday morning. I told you, I said, anytime I found that we have summer weather into fall, goofy things can happen. They're usually pretty isolated, not widespread, but you get these different wind flows, you get shear, and then you start to get thunderstorms that rotate, produce a funnel. Sometimes they briefly touch down, and that's kind of the case as of yesterday. How's boating on Lake St. Clair Friday? Well, you got to watch it. Sometime in the second half of the afternoon, the thunderstorms will develop along the cold front. You can see it'll be warm on Friday. That's a classic cold front configuration. Then we go to Saturday and we cool down a touch, but not too crazy. And then by Sunday, we're back to around 80. What about Detroit on Thursday? Have tickets? I would say that should be pretty good. Expect a summery afternoon or evening there, depending on when the game is. Marlette at 5 o'clock today. Scattered thunderstorms could be around. And then this is Monday and Tuesday of next week. So we are looking at warm temperatures. Good morning, Matthew Grosco. Golf in Tawas in the afternoon today. Probably pretty good, but you got to watch it because we are in the scattered thunderstorm type pattern. Now, I want to show you this because fall isn't in sight for the next, we'll say through next Friday at least. So what's that, about next 9-10 days or so? These are the upper level temperature anomalies. Translates to warm surface air too. And we're going through Friday, just a brief cool down on Saturday, and then look at the heat that builds in the middle part of the country, southern Canada, all of the Great Lakes. We're into Tuesday and Wednesday. These are temperatures that are running 10 to 15 degrees Celsius above normal, which I found usually turns into 10 to 15 Fahrenheit at the surface. And any cool blob, this is into next weekend, is just having a real tough time coming in. We got to go out 16 days before the temperatures start to drop down to a few degrees colder than normal. So we are definitely looking at a warm pattern. Hey, what up, Carl? So there you go. Morning okay. We'll watch thunderstorms redevelop this afternoon and this evening in the heat and humidity. Looks like there could be a line, fairly solid line of storms coming from the northwest part of the state, translating to the southeast. Do you get it in the southeast and the far south where you need it? Well, you're going to be at the time frame when these things are falling apart at 10, 11, midnight. So we'll just have to see there. But you should get some rain over the next 3 days and some thunderstorms. We'll keep watching this crazy weather pattern for you. It'll probably all clear up and quiet down by the time we get to Saturday morning. Yes, great time, Mark, to put your food plot in because you'll get some rains on there. Also lawns, good time to do that because you can water it, doesn't evaporate a whole lot, and Mother Nature's watering it too, and still staying fairly warm. Thanks for joining me. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Have yourselves a great Wednesday.